Hello everyone and welcome back to Wes Plays Pokemon Colosseum. I actually already regret that name, giving it that name, but you know, let's not worry about that. In the last episode, we were taking on Lady Venus, I think. I'm pretty sure we go down this way to catch her. Yeah, that's right, because we opened up that pathway up here. We opened up that door from the other side. And we're gonna continue chasing Lady Venus. This is the way to the elevator, isn't it? Oh, we can't take it because she's already there. Yeah, I forgot to put my stopwatch on, as always. So, back to my roots, back to my old stuff and everything like that. I wanted to continue and tell you guys about, wait, what? Heh, Firm is funny. In the last episode, I believe we we were chasing Lady Venus. I'm sorry for my, being a little out of things. In this episode, we are hopefully going to catch her. Let's see what this door is. Ooh, yay, items. So, I actually do honestly want to talk about life and the universe and everything. Not doing so great at that right now at the moment, but you guys will see in due time, how things are working out for me. I do want to talk about those things though, so I'll actually get started right away while we battle this person is new, I believe. All of these people have shadow Pokemon, by the way, so we're gonna I think all of them have shadow Pokemon, and I remember going back and forth, even saving and doing the reset hack for everything, trying to get each and every one of them, and it is, let's just be honest, it's not worth it, guys. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, you know, if I catch them, I catch them. If I don't, I don't. But I do have some exciting news. I got some new computer hardware recently, and this is good news for actually everyone now, not just for me, but for you guys as well, because it, as a matter of fact, did improve my performance on a lot of things, including this game. And what I mean by that is, well, first of all, I'll start out with the computer hardware. See, I helped Fenris build a computer a while ago, and it was actually quite a fun experience. Sorry, I was just checking my door. I don't know if my voice just messed up a little bit there, but I helped Fenris build a computer, and it's a pretty beastly machine, and it's, I don't remember where I was going with this. Anyway, it has encouraged him to actually set up the office and stuff outside and everything like that. How this pertains to me is basically the router in my room has moved, and that means that uploading videos to YouTube and live streaming and stuff like that would have gone much more slowly than usual. And so yes, it is going more slow. It would be going much more slowly than usual. So I decided to upgrade my wireless solution. The old wireless card I had before, I remember, I think I was talking to you guys about it, about my old wireless card being basically useless for things like Twitch and, well, live streaming and uploading and even watching videos on the internet just for fun. It was impossible to really, do any of that, and so I decided I would just line in directly to the router. And now that I'm no longer connected to the router, it was definitely time to upgrade my wireless solution. So I did. I got myself a, I can look up the specs on it later, but I basically got myself a gigabyte wireless card. And I don't mean gigabyte as in, like, you know, it's like, oh, this is a gigabit LAN connection. No, I mean the brand is Gigabyte. And it's pretty nice. It's actually working really well for me right now, so far. I haven't had any problems with it yet, but I also haven't done any heavy tasks on it yet. You guys can tell probably by now that I have not been really live streaming so much since the last episode. I probably live streamed once or twice, and never actually got anything done. I was supposed to be leveling my Pokemon, and they were all still under-leveled, unfortunately. But that's how the things gotta go, because I have not. It's seriously taken so much time to just set up. Wait, it's taken so much time to set up OBS just for this purpose that it's actually a big demotivator to try to set it up for Twitch and YouTube streaming. And I think I might actually switch to YouTube streaming so that people who are subscribed to me can actually see my live streams, and I'm not sitting there with an empty crowd and nobody commenting. It's just kind of frustrating to get to that point where, you know, it's like you have to get Twitch viewers to see you and notice you just because of what you're playing or something else like that. Along with my wireless card, I got another 4 gig stick of RAM. See, previously in my system, I only had 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's 1866 speed. That's the rated speed. I'm not actually sure what it's really running at in my system at the moment, but it was a pain to have just that. So I doubled it. I got another stick of the same exact type. I basically went to Amazon and did buy again on the stick of RAM that I originally had, and I added it in my computer, and it was all right. It improved slightly at first, and I don't remember testing any games with it or anything like that, but I basically just threw it in there, and I'm like, this RAM is for multitasking. I'm not going to use it to improve the performance of my games, because I don't plan to game so hard that I need tons of CPU memory. What would really matter is my GPU and my GPU memory, and so I basically got those 2 upgrades, and I also got it was my birthday recently, and so I got a bunch of presents, and I did get some of them pretty early. I got them about all the week of my birthday, and today is the day after my birthday, so a little personal information there for you there if you know what day I'm recording this, which is unlikely. Yeah, and oh gosh, what am I thinking? So yeah, I got some presents for my birthday, and I basically one of those presents was a graphic card for my computer, and I was so happy to be getting this. It was really cheap. It is a GTX 560 Ti Twin Frozer. Now, if I've mentioned anything about my computer's power supply before, it's a Corsair CX, I think CX, 430. So it's only 430 watt power supply, but it's 80 plus bronze. So I was sure that I could run an old graphics card off of it. I didn't realize how inefficient these old graphic cards were, and so oh gosh, what am I thinking now? I didn't realize how inefficient they were, and so it turns out it had 2 6-pin power connectors on it. Now, I only have one 8-pin connector that could turn into a 6-pin connector if I needed to in my machine. And so I would basically need to upgrade my power supply in order to do that. And I figured, now I'm not going to upgrade my power supply in my computer. Although, well, I might still upgrade the power supply in my computer, but it's not likely that I will, I guess is what I'm saying. Because I found, I did some research, and I found out how to add more graphics memory for my APU. And I'll start by saying when I first got when I first upgraded my APU, I noticed nearly no difference in Dolphin Emulator and any of my other things. I basically noticed that I could multitask a little bit better, and it was it was next to nothing. It was next to no improvement for single-threaded workloads or like single tasks. It was no different for just a single task. There was no improvement, but for multitasking it was much better. I could run multiple things at a time. And when I upgraded the RAM, even, I was basically thinking, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use this for multitasking, or I'm going to use it to run 11 tabs in Chrome. It's not going to be for single game performance. But then I upgraded my graphic RAM, and it is like night and day with how much it has improved my gameplay performance. So now I can play Pokemon XD with almost no dropped frames. And I'll be working on trying to probably overclock my memory sometime in the future, because I'm pretty sure I can easily do that. What am I doing? Throwing another Great Ball? Can I still catch it? Yeah, okay, I can get them when they're in the ground. That makes me happy. But anyway, yeah, so now I have 2 gigabytes instead of whatever it was before allocated to my video RAM. And now my graphics should run a little bit smoother in the games, and it has. Like I said, it was like night and day. So now I can record many more games. I can play Wind Waker on Dolphin Emulator pretty easily, and I believe I can even play Twilight Princess on my Dolphin Emulator. And before you even say it, you're like you're gonna play Twilight Princess on Dolphin Emulator? Isn't Dolphin Emulator a GameCube emulator? First of all, Dolphin Emulator, it's actually GameCube and Wii Emulator. Of course, you know, if you know anything about it, you probably already knew that. I'm sorry for insulting your intelligence there a little bit if I did. But second, I actually have Twilight Princess for the GameCube, and so that's what I have on Dolphin Emulator, you know. I really only play games that I own so far. I'm not gonna, you know... Well, I'm not gonna say I've never pirated before. I will admit to pirating stuff before, but never anything that I'm willing to share. Never anything that I haven't owned before. Honestly, actually, all of these things that I did download when it was legitimate to do. It was just whatever. We'll move on from that. And it's actually, you know, this might be a short episode, or this might be a little bit longer episode. Don't know. But it has been a wild ride, actually, while I was trying to get my computer stuff worked out. Now, I know I did an update video probably a while back. I record these episodes so far ahead of time. You guys know that. So, yeah, it's ridiculous for me to even suggest that you guys don't already know this. But it's been just such a wild ride. I've been so busy. I've actually been doing work. I got my first paycheck at the beginning of the month, and I've been so busy with working and cleaning and babysitting and all that kind of stuff that I have had next to no time in my room to do any of the things that I've been wanting to do recently. And so I believe I said in the update, you know, my bedroom was for sleeping, and that's it. I never got to, you know, play any games in here. I never got to record, especially. And if I did play games or record, it was something short. It was like the update videos or whatever, something easy, something that I didn't really have to focus on too hard. But you know, finally I get to get back and record in the mainstream series that I do, or the main series that I'm doing, and I get to give you a little bit of updates. I will apologize for the lack of updates, whatever week it was that I did. I haven't actually made up for that so far, you know, as of recording this video. And I've been thinking, I might want to, again, you know, instead of staggering my uploads, I might just, you know, upload some daily for a while until I get all caught up, and then record whenever I can, and post, you know, about once daily or whatever if I want to. Yeah, we're gonna hit you hard first. Let me see if I don't kill the Sneasel. I really want a Sneasel. I would like to have a Sneasel on my team, really. But yeah, so I'm sorry for ranting and raving and stuff like that. And unfortunately, it's not over either. But yeah, I've got to label my videos. I've got to do the descriptions so far. So I'm just way behind on anything I'm doing on this channel right now. And the good news is I did... Okay, well, that's a shame, I guess. The good news is that I did get decently far in... You know, no, I'm actually upset about that Sneasel. I wanted a Sneasel on my team. I'm kind of upset now. I'm going to have to work my team around that. Yeesh. Okay. So yeah, I did get OBS set up for recording Dolphin Emulator now, so that's a good thing. I'm actually really happy about that. Really happy I was able to do that. And I'm going to get it set up for recording, or not recording, but for live streaming soon too, and maybe even recording other games. I do have another game scheduled that I want to put up on the channel pretty soon. I actually got, this is for my friend, hopefully will watch it. I just realized how much of an idiot I am and did not use a super effective attack when I could have. Whatever. So yes, I will probably be recording some more stuff than just Dolphin emulated games. Again, you guys saw Minecraft and you guys saw Emily is Away on my channel before, so we may do more of that. And yeah, just all around more stuff. However, let me tell you about how my birthday went. So I don't want to give any personal details. I don't want to give too many personal details, I mean. And part of this being staggered and away and stuff like that, for me, basically not uploading as often as I could is, no, we're not going to make that mistake again. We're going to call, I don't care if the battle drags out a little bit, we're going to actually be efficient this time. So my week's been pretty busy. The first day this week, the Monday, I had to do a little bit of cleaning and party planning. I was throwing a birthday party for somebody else whose birthday is around my time, and it was a lot of work, but it was actually pretty It was a lot of work, but it was not difficult work. It wasn't like so frustrating that I just wanted to give up towards the end. I did have a little bit of a bad attitude, but that was probably because I was getting a little bit sick. So on my birthday, the very next day, this is yesterday now, on my birthday, I was sick. And we had already made so many plans. Basically, the plans was to go out, have breakfast and lunch, out instead of, in the house and stuff like that. And then at night, we would go out and maybe even do some shopping. And especially, we wanted to try going to clubs and bars and stuff like that and see if I could get a few drinks. I was turning 21. And so I'm 21 now, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. You guys get to know my age. You guys get to know that personal detail. But basically, I spent the night puking my guts out, and it was not because I was drinking. I was very disappointed that was the way it was. And no, I don't encourage drinking or anything like that, or binging or anything like that. Like I said, I was turning 21, so I could have gotten that stuff, completely legally. There's no reason you guys should go out there and try to be like, oh, let's get super wasted. No. But I basically, if I tell any of my friends about this, like, yeah, I was sick. I spent the night puking my guts out. They'd be like, you got so drunk, and I'm like, no, I don't even really like drinking. I was just, if I was going to several places, I would have one drink at each. I would not have any more. And I won't go into the details about, how to drink properly and responsibly. But just, I would have been responsible. And unfortunately, I could not do that. And I think maybe that's probably a good thing that I was held back for that. But anyway, that is actually all I have time for in this episode. And thank you all for watching. I do plan on recording a little bit more recently, or a little bit more now that I've gotten my setup a little bit back. I've gotten everything set up after upgrading my computer. I think 3 upgrades this has gone through. And I was talking about a video card earlier, that video card that I put in my system. It does not work on my system. Instead, I will be relying on my integrated graphics because, honestly, I like my integrated graphics. I like the fact that I don't have to go out and buy an extra video card for myself, even though this one was a present. I like the fact that I don't need an extra video card in this thing to do what I want to do, and that I can probably clock this stuff pretty well to work in my favor. And just everything's a little bit easier the way it is right now. Or everything's working just fine the way it is right now. And honestly, my integrated graphics, while they may not beat any, while they may not be winning any races today, I think so far, well, they may not be winning any races in the long run, I suppose. They are good for me today, and I'm thankful that I have that, and I will give you more updates on that stuff later, probably in the next episode. So I'm sorry if you guys don't like tech or anything like that, but yeah, I will see you guys all later. Thank you for watching. And no, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I forgot my recording thing. Anyway, now that I don't have OBS, I'll explain. I don't have OBS set up to the point where I can just hotkey everything and just stop recording right away. I accidentally tried to exit my Dolphin emulator thing. But anyway, sorry for that delay. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.